Nothing beats a live gig.
Agreed.
TikTok is used as a promotional tool, and Instagram is used as a promotional tool. And yes, it is really important to be on them. But like Maisie, who's opening up for me, just sold out Brixton in like 0.30 seconds or something, and she's not had like a major radio hit or a major top 40 hit, but she just gigs and people love her gigs, and she's now selling out 5,000. They're talking about doing more and blah blah blah. I'm not too sure on their plans, but like that has just come from her gigging and people liking her gigs. Yeah. Not necessarily, I mean, she's on TikTok and she does TikTok well, she's on Instagram, she does Instagram well, but like nothing is more important than the live show. You can't pirate a live show. You can't watch it on a screen and get the same feeling. So like, I know the world is different, and I know it's not the same as when I first came out, but gigs are still so important. And also, you can be a successful act without being signed by touring. You can be a successful act without having a hit by touring. Like, if you build up your live base, you essentially control your own destiny. Like, had I not got signed, I was still selling out 500 cap rooms, and I could sell CDs and merch there, and I could make my living that way. And then getting signed basically propelled that and helped grow the fan base. But when you've got a core fan base, you're kind of unbeatable. Like, so I would say, yes, be on TikTok, and yes, be on Instagram, and yes, do the social media thing, but never ever think that doing the open mic circuit and doing it that way is the wrong thing to do. You don't want to be also... Many of these people have these big TikTok moments, and then their first gig is in front of 5,000 people or something like that, and it's daunting. It's daunting. Whereas if you've done however many gigs you've done, like when your moment happens, it's basically luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So when your moment happens, you're prepared. You're like, I've done every gig under the sun.
I did that. Yeah,
innit? I'm smashing this. So like, even. And it's a really soul-destroying thing. You know it, playing venue after venue. You play the same venue like 12 times in a year with the same people on the bill. And sometimes it's the bullshit pay-to-play thing when you're actually out of pocket by the end of it and you're just kind of doing the rounds. But all of that adds into when the moment happens and you just go, I deserve this. Like, I know how to work this crowd because I've done this. So never ever think that that is not an important thing to do. Even though there will be different ways of getting your songs heard now, the live gig thing is so important. So important.